Oh boy. Oh, happy, happy day. Happy day, indeed. All right, hi everybody, welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about Cowboy Bebop. Got canceled. No season 2 for them. And she needs to quit. That can't be the same actress from the first Sex in the City. Okay, never mind. So, Cowboy Bebop canceled by Netflix. I just want to go over, what I feel like are the mistakes they made along the way, marketing themselves, marketing this show, certain things they did, ways they attacked the fans directly. My voice sounds weird. I haven't heard it on the mic. It's probably because I have a sore throat or I just woke up. They did so much wrong. They attacked the fans. They did a lot of things in my opinion were mistakes, and I want to go over them real quickly. And then what I think would be a solution for Netflix whenever they try to do this, whenever they try to pull this crap on us and make a show and try to get people to watch it and think it's going to be successful. Really, it's not. So real quick, I just want to read this article, and I think I have another article to read right after this one. Something crazy happened all in the same time. Just go through this first. So Cowboy Bebop was canceled, only had one season, not going to be continued for a second one. The space western had a rough reception. The 10-episode series garnered only a 46% positive critics rating on review aggregator Rotten Tomatoes. Fans seem to agree, giving the show a 56% positive audience score on the site. According to Netflix's top 10 site, the series has racked up almost 74 million viewing hours worldwide since its debut. So it got plenty of sampling out of the gate, but it plummeted 59% up for the week of November 29th to December 5th. And like all Netflix renewal verdicts, the decision was made by balancing the show's viewership and costs. The streamer also prides itself on taking big swings on projects like Cowboy Bebop and as many other genre shows on the air and in the works. The project is the latest attempt to reinvent Japanese anime as live action that has failed to draw viewers following titles such as 2009's Dragon Ball Evolution and 2017's Ghost in the Shell and Death Note. My goodness, man, such horrible memories. Oh my gosh, sorry. The biggest success in the space so far was arguably 2019's Alita Battle Angel. I disagree with that. I know people said that, hey, that was a decent one. I'm sorry, you can't get away with pulling that CGI character the entire movie with those giant eyeballs. That was just bizarre to me. I couldn't enjoy that. Which pulled sizable foreign grosses, $319 million, if not domestic, $85 million. Okay, the Cowboy Bebop series starred John Cho, Mustafa Shakir, sorry if I'm butchering some of these names, I don't give a damn, and Daniela Pineda, whatever, as three bounty hunters, aka cowboys, all trying to outrun the past. From the show's description, they form a scrappy, snarky crew ready to hunt down the solar system's most dangerous criminals for the right price. I'm sorry if I keep laughing during this video. It's just, my goodness, I'm not only happy, I find it hilarious. I might break out in laughter a lot during this video. My goodness, I can't believe it. I don't even know how to put it into words. Like, how did they expect this to be successful? How did they expect this to go far? I'm already getting ahead of myself, but just the costumes they wore, it looked like cheap cosplay. The actors chosen, the look of the actors none of them look like the three main characters. None of them actually look like the original three from Cowboy Bebop. The most accurate one was the dog. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm gonna try to get through this. It's just hilarious. My goodness. Okay, anyway, let's just go to the Hollywood Reporter's wrote that Cowboy Bebop was faithful to a fault, with leaders pacing, and the sharp anime visuals were reduced to muddy CG, the playful humor translated as phony laughter, the lived-in grittiness replaced with shoddy-looking sets, and the remake seems to have no point at all. Oh my gosh. The show was based on the popular 1998 Japanese anime TV series and the 2001 anime film. By the way, I have yet to watch the 2001 anime film. I have not watched the Cowboy Bebop movie. I need to watch it. I've only watched the show. Netflix first ordered the project direct to series back in 2018. A live-action feature film version starring Keanu Reeves was also previously in development at Fox. Okay, that sounds... me reading this article, by the way, was the first time I heard about that. Sounds interesting. Really does. I mean, I would like to see Keanu Reeves in a sci-fi, like Cowboy Bebop in space in that kind of role as a bounty hunter. Still don't think he'd be a good Spike, especially even now at his age. I really don't. Same with John Cho, but I'm going to be, well, my goodness, look who's being advertised right down there beneath the article. What a coincidence. Anyway, I still think he'd be much better than John Cho, but still, no, I'm sorry. That still would not work. Canceled after one season, which is awesome. They deserve that. They absolutely deserve that. Nobody liked this show. Very, very few people did. Hardcore fans of Cowboy Bebop did not like it. New people to the series who were like, I've never seen this anime. Let me just watch this show. They hated it. They didn't like it. So they didn't win over anybody. And now they're getting canceled, which is beautiful. So anyway, but also something else really strange happened. So this cancellation was announced just recently. I mean, I'm a little late. I'm a few days late making this video. I wanted to make this as soon as I heard it. I mean, this is what, December 9th? This is 3 days ago when this article was written. This was announced a few days ago. Also a few days ago, something else happened. Kind of bizarre, kind of crazy. I swear. First, I saw the cancellation news, and then I swear the next day I saw this. Cowboy Bebop Macross writer Kieko Nobumoto, I hope I'm saying that right, passes away. One of the original writers for the anime series passed away on December 1st. I'm sure some of you have read that. I don't care if you find this offensive. Look, it was just an assumption, and I was worried about it. I didn't want it to be true. When I saw that, and I know this person probably doesn't have much connection to the Netflix series. I don't know. Some people take a lot of pride in the work they were involved in and making something very popular and famous. Look, I was scared when all I saw was a Cowboy Bebop original anime writer dies or some article written that way. It wasn't this one exactly. And my first thought was suicide. And I was scared. I was like, no, they didn't really. I was just, I don't know, the worst thoughts came to mind, and I was like, man, Netflix, I really hope that wasn't the case. No, she died of cancer. She died, allegedly, well, I didn't even remember that this was written that way. Okay, allegedly due to, esophageal cancer, cancer. Okay, yeah, and I don't know why they're saying allegedly, but anyway, like, and even after reading that, what thought also came into my mind? Maybe, I mean, some people that have certain diseases, certain, things that, like, sometimes stress can really push it. I don't know if this stressed her out. I don't know if am I trying to make them feel worse for their garbage show? Look, I'm just putting this out. This is weird. This is really weird. Cowboy Bebop, like, the hate really being pushed is viral more than ever with the announcement of the cancellation, with the death of one of the original writers for the anime who wrote, like, I think 9 episodes, the first 9 or something. Let me see right here. Series composition on Watanabe's 1998 genre-blending classic Cowboy Bebop. She wrote 9 of the show's 26 episodes, including the Jupiter Jazz and the Real Folk Blues, two-parters, as well as the 2001's Cowboy Bebop, the movie. Okay, so she even wrote the movie. I have yet to see that, and I really want to. It looks good. I don't know. This is weird. This is really weird. I don't know if it's... maybe I shouldn't keep talking on this, but to me, and it says allegedly. I don't know why it says that. I don't know. I'll have to look into that and find out why it says that. But either way, my goodness, just bad omens all around. I don't know, whatever you call that. I don't know. It's just, this is sad. I'm not making fun of this. I'm saying this is sad. This is sad news along with great news. We got a mixed bag, in the beginning of this, December. First half of December, we've got bad news, very sad news, along with great news, good news, great news, very, very good news, happy news, sad news. We got a mixed bag surrounding Cowboy Bebop, and, respect for her. I'm not trying to make fun of her death. I'm not trying to, and I was genuinely, I know she's already dead, right? So it doesn't make much sense to be worried whether it was suicide or not. That's just worried for someone's reputation, and yeah. Anyway, let's stop talking about that. Okay. So, did I push anything over there? No, I don't think so. Okay. So, there are a number of reasons why I think they failed, why I think fans resented them for what they did. Man, I look red with this video. There's a number of reasons, number of things they did. One of them being, and it's funny, there's something surrounding each character that kind of turned people away. Daniela here, whoever played Jet, forgot his name. I don't care. I really don't care. I'm okay forgetting these people. John Cho was like, I believe one of the most polite ones when it came to finding out that people weren't too fond of him playing Spike. I think he had like one of the best responses, and I want to talk about that. I do want to talk about that, and how I respect that, even though I disagreed with him being cast for that character, and a lot of people did. I do like the way he handled it, and I wish that Daniela would have done the same, and I want to talk about that. But of course, people are free to react to things however they want. But I am going to talk about why I feel like it hurt her performance. It hurt, fans receiving her as Faye Valentine, apart from the fact that the acting wasn't all that and that, she didn't look like the character. So one of the first viral things that hit about Cowboy Bebop was this actress right here, Daniela. Oh my gosh. She was cast as Faye Valentine. I'll put a picture of her right here. And fans were saying she didn't look like the character. They were saying, she doesn't look like her. She's, she has a shorter appearance. She's stocky. She's a little on the, she doesn't look like her. And her face, she's got a very round face. Faye Valentine is a little thinner on the waist, on the face. And then at the same time, thick in the right places, if you want to call it that. She made this little video, attacking it, and basically her whole premise, her whole argument against the fans was, you guys are idiots because you believe that anime girls can be real. That was her whole argument, was trying to tell the fans, trying to make them look like idiots who believe that anime girls were real. Like, you want an unrealistic human being. Just listen to this. This is insane.
First, I wanted to apologize to the fans that I did not anatomically match the Faye Valentine character. 6 foot, double D size breast, 2-inch waist. They looked everywhere for that woman and they couldn't find her. It's kind of weird. So
yeah. So anyway, that's a longer video. You can look it up on YouTube for yourself. Her response is it's like 2 or 3 minutes. I reacted to the whole thing first on my channel. Hold on, just real quick. I just want to. Okay, so Faye Valentine, height 5'6". Just another example of actors not knowing anything about the characters they're playing. They don't give a damn. They don't care. They don't care about the fans. They don't care about you. They don't care about the characters they're playing. All this talk about how they researched the characters and they studied everything about them. No, that's not true. Height 5'6". She's not 6 foot. So she doesn't even know how tall her character is. There was the whole 2-inch waist, double D size breast. And, that was her whole thing. And I saw articles by, I believe it was Screen Rant, comicbook.com. By the way, I hate Screen Rant. I'm probably going to start a whole series on this channel, just going through Screen Rant articles when they say stupid stuff and just tearing it apart. Because Screen Rant pisses me off almost every day when they release articles just defending actors like her. It's really sad what they do. There were so many articles that were just, they were just defending her, attacking the fans, by the way. So any fans out there of anime, movies, comic books, Screen Rant is not always your friend. They will jump to the actor's defense first before you, the fan. Even if you're in the right, they're going to go towards defending the celebrities before you. That's the way they are. They really proved it this time around. I do believe it was Green Rat and a few other articles that were just, the headlines were just, it was terrible. They were just like, idiot, like fans believe that anime girls are real. Daniela has to explain to people that anime girls don't exist. The articles were trying to help her, make people sound like idiots. My first video on this was just explaining that's not what people were saying. That's not what fans were talking about. Fans weren't saying that, oh, we believe there's actually girls out there that have eyeballs the size of a coffee mug and a nose that comes down on the skin to a razor sharp point that could poke you if you touched it, and have literally, as drawn sometimes in anime, a waist that appears to be like literally like 4 to 6 inches wide and have huge breasts. And no, we weren't saying we think there's a human being out there, go find her. No one was saying that. We're saying Faye Valentine, that character, the way you would describe the animated character, you can't describe Daniela. You can't describe Daniela as a super thin waist, thick in the right places, with a slim face. You can't describe her that way. You can't describe the actress that way. She doesn't look like that. She even admitted that in the video. I didn't show you the whole clip. She says they hired my fat ass for this role. She even calls herself that. She calls herself fat. She calls herself thick. She even admits it. We were just saying we can't describe you the way we could describe that character. And the way I just described that character, you can describe tons of actresses like that. As soon as she said we couldn't find that woman, oh my goodness, tons of guys and girls took to the internet to post so much cosplay of Faye Valentine. Just really, really good cosplay. Go look it up. It was awesome. There's some really good Faye Valentine cosplay. Some girls just look spot on, like Faye Valentine. It was just an incredible insult to Daniela for posting that. That was the first thing that went viral about Cowboy Bebop. Not good. Not good with the fans. Didn't sit well with them. It was a first turnoff for them. And, it didn't go well from there either. It kept getting worse. Let's move on. Moving on, of course, after talking about this real quick, just the knife. People were like, why is she using knives? That wasn't something she used to do. That wasn't... Unless you want to say she picked this up and acquired this as a way to defend herself, she would always use guns. That was all. If you want to say Spike trained her to fight, okay. But what's with the knives? Like, no one... Oh my gosh. She would always use guns. The first time she was introduced in the anime, she pulled out a machine gun. Like, and then the hair. Oh my goodness, the hair. It's awful. This outfit is kind of awful too. It's just really bad. Oh my gosh. Anyway, sorry, I was trying to move on and I got distracted. And you had John Cho cast as Spike. This is just hilarious to me. I can't believe anyone thought this was a good idea. If there's anyone out there who genuinely thought like, no, this was a good casting, please tell me why. Please tell me why. He was even, called out. Same thing with Daniela, saying that she doesn't look like the character. And they had a problem with that. And I defended that to one point. I said in my video, you know what? If she's a great actor, if she has... Hold on. Sorry, I was so excited to make this video, I forgot to turn on my background fireplace. What was I saying? Daniela. So I said if the acting is great, I'm fine with that. One thing I've said is that, what's more important to me is, acting. How well is her acting performance? How well is the character written, story-wise? And then how well can she be a good actor and bring that performance to life? If she can do that well, then I don't care, if she doesn't look that much like the character, and I'm fine with her excelling in those other two areas, which, by the way, she didn't. She really didn't. And her response was just immediately she was, obviously triggered. She was obviously, she got pissed by people saying she didn't look like the character, and her response was, it didn't get fans on her side. Whereas John Cho's response was a little different, and I liked his response a little bit more. According to an article here, According to this article, Cho turned 49 years old this summer. His Cowboy Bebop character is 27 years old in the anime. Okay. Netflix live-action adaptation of the iconic anime Cowboy Bebop arrives this November with John Cho in the lead role of Spike Spiegel. And the actor knew from the start his casting would be somewhat controversial, Spike is a 27-year-old bounty hunter in the Cowboy Bebop anime. Cho turned 49 years old this summer. The actor was asked by Vulture about the Cowboy Bebop fans upset that the series did not cast a younger actor in the role. I would be one of those fans who was upset with that. To which Cho admitted, the biggest fear that I had was I was too old. I knew people were going to have issues with my age. I had to get over it. I'm not a person who says age is just a number or whatever. It was going to be harder physically, and I was going to look different than a 25-year-old guy. Just pointing out real quick again, actors who don't know anything about their character. Yes, he was 2 years off, but still, come on, like, know your character. My goodness, I remember reading that John Cho looked things up about his character. Supposedly they watched the anime. Like, John Cho supposedly watched the entire thing and probably a few episodes over and over again and said he researched his character. He's 27 years old. They just said that. Stop. You can't even get the age right. Okay, anyway, sorry. Cho continued, at some point, the opportunity is yes or no. Do you want to do it? And I did want to do it. So I wasn't going to stop myself from doing it. Okay, I understand there are actors who are just a huge fan of a character. If I'm an actor and I'm a huge fan of this character, and I get and someone casts me for it, and a director says, I want you for this role. And I look at myself and I'm like, I don't look anything like this guy. In fact, you know what? I'm almost 50, and even with makeup, I still look like an old Asian guy. I'm just an old, I'm not going to do it. I'm just not, I would be respectful of that character, and I would say to the public, I'd say, I don't look like this character. I don't want to do it. Or at the very least, if I think, you know what, I think I look sort of like this character, I think I can pull this off, you know what, I'll do it. And if the fans have a backlash, I would respond with, you know what, I know I don't look completely like this character, but I'm going to do the best I can acting, and bringing this character to life and giving the best performance like Spike that I can. And that's kind of what he gave. He didn't really get too upset with them. He didn't really get as angry as Daniela did and give a response like she did. And I respect that. I still disagree with him being cast. I still don't like it. Just because he was more respectful doesn't mean, I'm okay with it. No, I'm not. I still think it was a bad choice. But I do like the way he handled it better than Daniela did, which was, awful. These do not look the same. They don't look the same at all. This is just night and day. My goodness, this is night and day. Yeah, no. Couldn't even get the headphones right. I mean, even these headphones look more futuristic and more modern than whatever the hell this is. I don't know what they couldn't even get that right. But of course, apart from just the actor not looking the same as Spike, as young as he does, what else do we have here? And, I do appreciate that he didn't respond the way this idiot did in saying, oh, you guys want an unrealistic anime character. You want a guy that looks like Spike. Exactly. I like that he didn't respond that way like she did. But we do have, sorry if this is a little blurry, but just had to download this on quick notice. My goodness, I don't know why. You know what? That's fine. I don't know why it moved over to the next picture. But anyway, this will work. So look at this. Look at these three. Here's a picture of the three from the anime. They don't look anything alike. They don't look the same at all. My goodness. Oh my goodness. No, they don't. They really don't. It's just awful. The most accurate is, of course, Ein, the dog, which, again, bravo to Netflix for getting the dog right, but it's Netflix. I wouldn't have been shocked if they cast a German Shepherd for the role, honestly. Look at Spike's out. Look at him. This is terrible. Who made the decision that he needs to wear the exact same outfit that Spike does for the entire duration of the show? It's awful. It's just terrible. It's just like cheap cosplay for the entire thing. We already read this in the article, right? It was just bad. And, Daniela over here not fitting this yellow shirt, not for the reasons that Faye, was showing some stomach. Daniela here is probably showing some stomach for different reasons, but which we already know why.
Oh, they just went with my short.
Anyway, they don't look anything. Now I'm red, but yeah, that's better. I prefer that. Okay. And then you have this little gem. Oh my goodness, the backlash on this was just incredible. So here's mistake number 3. So, I mean, I guess I'm skipping over the fact that Jet was a black guy, which, of course, anyone who came against that was called racist. And, like, oh my gosh, what, you're against a black guy being cast as Jet? Why? And something about how he was originally black in original concepts. Something like that. He was just a really, really light-skinned black person, and it was like, okay, well, that's not what he was in the anime. And it's like, why are you changing that? Why are you doing that? That's not, it's like, what, you have a problem with it? Same way you'd have a problem if, let me ask you this honestly, let me ask you, what if we did a live action Teen Titans, which there already is, what if we did a live action Teen Titans again, but we turned Cyborg, we put Cyborg in there, but we make him white? How would you feel about that? What kind of articles do you think Screen Rant would write about that? Why is Cyborg a white guy? What do you think they would handle that well? I don't think they would handle that well. I don't think they would find that very pleasant at all if somebody did that. But yet we have characters like Starfire from Teen Titans, an alien, an orange alien. She's an alien from an alien planet where their skin color is orange, as it's always been in the comics, for the most part, as far as I know, orange skin, which nobody has except Trump. But it's just, she had orange skin, like I do right now, probably because of the light coming off this bright red wig they gave this actor. It's just, it's just, things like that, like, Starfire wasn't a white, what was the point what was that for? What was it? We feel like we have a problem in this country with orange supremacy, and we just had to get rid of it. There's too much representation in Hollywood with orange skinned people. So we just had to make Starfire black. That didn't sit well with a lot of black fans, white fans. It doesn't matter. It just, I'm getting ahead of myself. I think there's a reason I skipped over him, is because that's my last point, is if they want to do all these, if they want to change, if they want to do mass representation of LGBT, of black, if they want to do this, and if they want to change genders, if they want to make it a very woke show, no one's against them having the freedom to do that. No one's against that. No one's saying, oh, we don't want this to happen in Hollywood whatsoever. Nobody's saying that. What we're saying is, if you're going to do it, make your own unique show from the ground up. Stop taking shows that are already beloved, famous, beloved shows with beloved characters and changing them. Stop taking these shows that are already written, characters already developed, and people, there's a huge fan base, and taking that, getting people excited, saying, hey, you guys love this show? Yeah, we love this show. This show from a long time ago? Oh, we love it. What are you going to do? We're going to make a live action version. Get everybody excited, and then change almost everything about every single character in the show. The main characters that everybody cares about. And then wonder why they don't watch it. Wonder why they stopped watching it. Wonder why you're getting canceled. They're blaming the fans right now. They really are. They're blaming the fans. They're calling them racist. They're calling them, all these different, like anti what, Asian, because they don't want John Cho to play a racist, right? Same thing. Because they don't want him to play, or because he's too old, saying that they're hating him for his age, and body shaming Daniela. And then there's Ed, who again just doesn't look anything like the character at all, and the hair is just bizarre. It's absolutely awful. Let me. There was another controversy with Ed. This is just, I couldn't believe this. Hold on. So there were articles written. I remember when this was one of the first viral things as well, alongside Daniela getting upset about people saying she didn't look like the character. This was one of the other things that happened pretty early on when the live action show was announced. There were articles written. It is comic book, CBR.com. Maybe it was Screen Rant too. There were other articles that I read, and it was just, what is Ed's gender? It was saying, what is Ed's gender? Is Ed a girl? Is Ed a boy? Is Ed non-binary? Does Ed not identify as a gender and would like to remain gender neutral? I'd be lying if I said I didn't laugh the first time I read those articles. I could not believe that. I had watched the anime. Even here in this screenshot I took when I Googled it, Cowboy Bebop, Ed's gender. Google that like I did. It should be the same for you. It's hypocritical. Look at the top paragraph. The anime makes it clear that Ed was assigned female at birth and is mostly referred to by she or her pronouns in English, but, you see that? It doesn't matter if there's a character in a show where the character is assigned female at birth and is mostly referred to by she, her. And why do they say mostly? I love the wording there. I love how they do that. Mostly. Oh, do some characters refer to Ed as he or his, and then others say she or her? No, I don't believe so. Go watch the anime. What they're referring to is the episode where Ed was introduced, where they're going around looking for Ed. They find out there's some famous hacker, and they're trying to find out, where this hacker is. They ask around, and people are telling them, "Oh, Ed? Yeah, Ed is or that hacker is an alien." They ask another person, "Oh, that hacker is a robot. Oh, that hacker is a boy. Oh, that hacker is a tall, beautiful woman. Oh, that hacker is a big, strong man. Oh, that hacker is this." It's just one of those cliche moments in a show or movie where you're looking around for somebody and everybody in the town has a different perspective and a different rumor about what this person looks like. That's all it is. How come the article doesn't say, what is Ed? Is Ed a robot? Or is Ed an alien? Because those are some of the things the people said, but I don't see this article suggesting that Ed may be an alien or a robot. Why not? Because that's the logic, that's what they're going with. They're going with that episode and those people giving different descriptions of Ed as the Cowboy Bebop crew was looking for her. I say her because that's what she identifies as in the anime, but they don't care about that. They don't care. They just had to be woke. They had to be like, oh, we have a character that may not identify as... No, you don't. You have a character that identifies as a girl, that looks like a girl, acts like a girl. We never see this character shirtless like some of the other characters. We never see this character get completely undressed like some of the other characters in the anime because she's a girl. Just like Faye Valentine. Right here, is Ed a boy or a girl? In the Cowboy Bebop anime and manga, Ed is a girl. It's not referenced often. I don't care. But we do get two definite statements that let us know Ed is both biologically female and identifies as a girl. At the end of episode 9 of the anime, Faye exclaims, "You're a girl." And Ed responds by giggling. And they say, well, her name is Ed. I don't remember if she named herself or she doesn't know who her parents are. And I don't remember how she got named Ed. Either way, that... she identifies as a girl. She's a girl. This was another thing. It was like fans were like, Ed's a girl. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you, Netflix? What's wrong with the writers? Like, why are these articles saying that Ed should remain like ambiguous? Like, we don't know what you are. We know what you are. The anime told us. They read the manga. They watched the anime. Ed is a girl. This is another way they're just twisting a character of the anime, for their own woke agenda. It's like, do that somewhere else. Props to the best actor in this entire show. The one who really pulled through and tried to save the whole damn thing. Really. We got to give credit where credit's due. So, again, props to the best actor in this entire garbage show. I don't even know the dog's name. I should know the dog's name because the dog did the best job out of any of these idiots. Hold on. Let me just real quick. Okay. In the Netflix series, Ein is played by a pair of corgis, so there's two of them, named Charlie and Harry. They're both fantastic. They're little kings of the set. Everybody wants time with the corgis. Showrunner Andre Nemec told Entertainment Weekly of the dogs. Of course, they're corgis. They're cute. Who wouldn't want to? So Charlie and Harry, those two dogs, props to them. I don't know which one you are. I can't read your tag. You're probably Harry. You're probably Charlie. I don't know. But either way, they did a great job. They were the best actors in the show. Props to them. I hope their careers, are very successful in the future and that they go on to do many, many more shows. And, I wish the best for them. I don't wish the best for the other three idiots in this show who did a terrible job representing Faye, Valentine, Spike, and Jet. But I do praise these corgis for their hard work and dedication in actually doing an amazing job representing Ein from Cowboy Bebop. Just an incredible an incredible job. Okay, so just in conclusion, just do I think that a Cowboy Bebop live action could have been done successfully? Yes. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. There are plenty of actors who I think could have pulled off the looks of these characters, who could have acted the same as they did the anime. They did not look the same. Look at these characters. Look at the way Ed is drawn in this poster, and how this is how they're drawn in the anime. You know, Ed is actually a beautiful girl, not like what we saw earlier. I'm not taking that back. You know, look at these characters. Look at Faye. Look at Spike. Like, oh my goodness, it just appearance, they did terrible. Acting, they did terrible, as we read in one of the articles where, you know, they were canceled. And you can read many more articles. You can go watch the show for yourself. It's garbage. I think it could have been pulled off. Just one thing I want to say is, Netflix, if you're watching, you're not, but just, you know, they want to have this woke agenda. They want to push on us. We don't feel like this race is represented. We don't feel like we feel like there's too many white people in Hollywood. We've got to take that out. We got to change that. We got to change this. We got to change this person's gender. We got to change this person's sexuality. No one is saying, or very, very few people are saying, no, don't ever do that in Hollywood. No, what we're saying is, yeah, you want to do that? Okay, do it. Do it. Go make your own show. Go make your own story from the ground up. Write it from the ground up. This is what I said about live action movies like Ghostbusters and Ocean's 11, when they made an all-female version. And a lot of people, women included, a lot of women hate those movies. They failed at the box office. You would think, like, my goodness, why couldn't women fix that? They didn't want to see those movies either. They didn't like them, except for hardcore, I don't know what the terms are anymore, third, fourth wave feminists. A lot of actual, like, feminists didn't like those movies. Why? Because it's like, okay, you want to represent feminists, put the feminist message out there. They were like, sure, yeah, do it. But why are you taking beloved stories and changing the cast? Why can't you make your own unique story? Why do you have to steal another story and just change the entire cast? Why can't you make your own unique story, your own unique characters, your own unique plot? Why can't you write something brand new, fresh, and put an all-female action cast in there? You're absolutely sure that people will watch it and that it's going to make, you know, millions as much as a male-led action movie? Okay, go ahead and do it. Go ahead and make it. Stop taking things that we already had, we already love, and changing those characters for your, you know, for your message, for your agenda. You know, if you want to do that, go do it somewhere else. Don't do it to shows that people already love, or else this is going to continue to happen. Shows are going to get canceled. Season 1 is going to happen. Season 2 is not going to happen. And no, it's not because the fans are racist, homophobic, or just bigots. No, that's not why. That's not why at all. Plenty, you know, same thing happened with, just made a video on Seth Rogen's Santa Inc. What happened there? Do you remember? Plenty of black people on Twitter, plenty of black people, plenty of women, plenty of feminists spoke up against Seth and said, hey, feminists here, black person here, so-and-so here on Twitter saying, I hate your movie. Remember Seth Rogen's famous tweet? Oh, we pissed off a bunch of white supremacists with our new Santa Inc. show. And what was the response? There were a lot of people in the comments going, hey, I'm a black person. I hate this show. It's terrible. How did you think this would be successful? You took popular Santa, beloved character Santa, and you're painting him like a racist, you know, white supremacist. How did you think that was going to be successful around Christmas time? We hate this. This is awful. You know, build your own unique story from the ground up if you want to push that message, but don't do it with beloved characters that have always been portrayed as good, lovable characters with good character. Anyway, I already made an entire video about that. I'm not going to rant about that more here, but Cowboy Bebop, that's why I think you failed. I wanted to go through a quick little history of what I think they did wrong with so many things along the way up until the show's release, which just pissed off the fans so much. And then the show itself was just terrible acting, terrible cinematography, you know, like we said, sloppy CG. It was just bad all around visually, the acting, and then the characters don't even look like the characters from the original show. So, you know, they had nothing good going for them. I'm so happy it got canceled. I hope this is a lesson in Netflix like every other anime is, and eventually they'll stop, or they'll stop pressuring directors to, have this agenda, which I doubt it's always Netflix getting involved. I'm pretty sure it is just directors doing this as well. And I wish that, a director would come along, Netflix doesn't get involved, and a director says, yeah, I'm going to make this anime the way I want to and make an actual faithful live action adaptation of this beloved anime. Thank you for the suggestions, Netflix, but I'm going to go ahead and, push those away. I'm going to take those into consideration, but no, sorry, I'm not going to apply those to my series. I'm hoping a director will come along and actually do that, because it appears no director has apparently done that on Netflix, and every live action anime adaptation that we've got has been pretty much horrible. And I know that we hear things like Alita Battle Angel was good. If that's the best, my goodness, that's pretty bad. I think we can do better than that. Anyway, those are my thoughts on it. So happy it got canceled. Sorry for those of you who are hardcore fans of it and wanted it to continue. I'm glad it didn't. Let me know in the comments what you think, if you wanted to continue, if you're glad it didn't, why you think they failed, and if you agree with any of these points so far as to why I think they did, and the little history I went through of the viral moments up until the show's release. Thank you guys for watching. Subscribe, like, share, and I'll see you in the next video.